So I'm here today at the Relay for Life at the LaPorte County Fairgrounds with Ghost OG 87. How you
What's
doing?
up? I'm good, man. How are you? It's
Tall.
finally meet you. Yeah, you're tall. He is way taller than he looks on camera on the other side.
It's actually a visual trick that you can do.
I'm a visual trick too because I look taller, but I'm actually like 2'5".
So I've got mine 1.5 feet above me looking down.
Ah, yeah.
And that's what makes it appear to be shorter.
Mine's at eye level, so it's just.
Well, yeah, that's it.
If I go any lower or higher, you see this much. So.
Well, it could be good or bad.
Depending on this. Yeah, it could be. It could be.
I mean, if we get raunchy about it, short girls are the best.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm single. I can't hold relationships. My relationships are like Netflix trials. It's just
Change the email, change up the costume, be a different person.
That's Tinder sees it that way.
Yeah.
So
You might have better luck on Grindr. They love short guys. This is how every interview is gonna go.
this is not one of those 80s dating videos, by the way.
The Love Boat.
Have you watched those before though on YouTube?
The Love Boat ones?
No, like the dating videos from like the 80s and shit. Oh,
Not at all.
Oh, they're funny, man. You got to check them out. They're.
Too busy being a weeb watching anime.
Yeah, I don't watch anime.
You should.
I've tried and I can't get into it.
Gotta start with Hellsing, because it's a Catholic vampire killing demons and other vampires and Nazi vampires.
It's like that one movie, the Nazi zombies. Yeah,
It's also gory as hell.
gore. I like gore. Oh,
And it's a Finnish series, and I think there's like 20 episodes, and they have the English dub.
see, English dub throws me off sometimes because like I'll pay attention to the mouth and all of a sudden I'm like, oh well, that's messed up. So next thing.
Well, if anything, I'll send you a link later for Team 4-Star, because they do an abridged Team 4-Star. They have an abridged version of Hellsing, and it's better than the original Hellsing because they added so much comedy for it. It's a fan service.
I'll give it a shot.
You better, because it's fucking hilarious. It's on YouTube. These guys put a lot of effort into it, and I love it.
Kind of like Red vs. Blue.
A lot like Red vs. Blue.
Yeah, those are the days.
They also did Dragon Ball Z.
Never got into Dragon Ball Z.
You know how there's a notorious thing about Dragon Ball Z, the Namekian saga? Like, the world's going to explode in 5 minutes, but it takes 17 episodes to get to that world exploding. They did it in one 20-minute video.
And that's how things should be sometimes.
Exactly. And
To the point. There's no reason to stretch it out for 2 years.
they poked at it. They're like, wait, that was legit 5 minutes?
So, what's up, man?
Hard dicks airplanes.
I don't have a comeback to that, and usually I'm pretty snippy.
So who are you walking for today?
We are walking, with my chapter Bearded Villains of Northern Indiana. We're set up right down over here, and this is the Relay for Life 2022. We've done it 3 times so far. The year before last year, obviously COVID came in, so we couldn't do it. But we're down here walking for everyone that's battled cancer, everyone that's battling it, anyone that's overcome it, and those who've lost the battle. I have a chapter brother that actually just beat cancer last week.
Nice.
And he's loving it, and he's happy to be above ground and not below it. Our DJ that's playing the music, which I'm sure hopefully you're able to mute out because we already know how that works with all this.
I'm not too worried about it.
He's beat cancer, and then my buddy Bearded Taz.
Yeah, Taz, I was saying. His wife is fighting some sort of cancer,
Yes,
which,
again.
did you see the photos of the Oregon trip?
Yes,
Oh,
I did.
my God.
Oh my God! Like I know what it looks like out there because I've been out there and I've not been in the area he was in, but I've gone through the area on the train and it's beautiful. For him to be able to explore it, actually.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of my life goals is to head out west and actually, every time you say West Coast, everyone's like, "Oh, Cali." No,
Fuck California.
Like,
Fuck California.
I love California. I'm not gonna hate. I loved living there, but I mean the West Coast is so far. I mean there's so much there you can check out in Seattle. Seattle's amazing in the fall.
I've been in Spokane in the fall.
I've never been there.
It's like LaPorte with mountains. I
See.
shit you not. It's LaPorte with mountains.
See, if you add mountains to anything, it just makes it better. No matter how depressing the town is, it's mountains. It changes the scenery, but any place you know, no matter where you live, you run into locals. It's the same as what it is here, you know, because
Everyone's got their crackheads.
exactly. Yeah, yep. Yeah, they do. But
Should be the American Eagle at this point. American crackhead.
But yeah, we're out here walking for everyone, and I think as a team we have raised a little over $530, and then as an individual page, I've raised $216. A lot of that thanks to you.
Hey, I took a lot of money from other people because I was talking to people on my routes and whatnot. Like, hey, I'm doing the Real Life. I'm gathering money. $5, $10, $20 at a time. I just gathered it up, shipped it to you because that's what I said I was going to do.
And every little bit helps. You know, it gathers up, and you know, doing things like this, because this is one of the 2 walks we do during the year right now. We're trying to work on more throughout the year. The first one we do is the Walk for MS, and then there's this one, and then we also do, you know, a bunch of other charity work like Sleep in Heavenly Peace. But you know, what really brings the downside to all this is when you see so many people on social media talking about wanting to make change, wanting to help with something, and then you offer that change, you offer that help, and they're not there. Right. And they're just kind of like, oh, yeah, I was just talking about it. I mean, I don't want to do it. I just want to talk about it. And, you know, there's a lot of people out there raising, you know, money through charities or through the Facebook app, which I have my own thoughts on how raising money straight through Facebook for charities. I don't agree with it because they take a huge percentage of that.
Don't they take like 60%?
It's around there, and which is why when I set up my donations and everything, I do it through the organization at first, and then link my Facebook to it because it's not going through Facebook; it's linked to the organization. But you know, I mean, it's just every little thing we do, and then what charities you raise for, you gotta be careful of because some charities, you know, and organizations, they don't really put a lot of what you raise towards the cause.
Right.
And it's a very hectic, you know, sad thing to say, but you can't raise money for every charity out there.
Well, they a lot of charities, they pay their CEO's salary first, and then they're like, oh yeah, you get, you know, whatever the crumbs are.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Exactly. And I'm not going to bash any charities because it's not who I am, but it's just when you go to raise money for a certain charity or anything that's not local, you got to look into it. You got to make sure that the money you're bringing in is going to go towards that cause, as much of it as possible. But we try to work with local organizations as much as possible, like Sleep in Heavenly Peace, which is all around the country. Yeah. And they help children have beds. Their motto is no kid sleeps on the floor in our town. And myself, my daughter, and our brothers of Bearded Villains of Northern Indiana, Bearded Villains of Indiana, and Bearded Villains of Michigan, they have been working side by side with these guys, hands-on, using our vehicles, delivering beds, and building them on site. Kids helping us build the beds, and then the end process is seeing these kids sit in the bed they've not had before. And so, I mean, we try to do as much hands-on work as possible. In the last 2 years, COVID shut a lot of that down. So a lot of organizations saw the help of, you know, virtual walks, virtual meetings, and, you know, well, we all know about virtual in the last 2 years. If you didn't know about computers 2 years ago, you know about them now in webcam and audio. That's for a fact.
Unless you forget all the cables.
Everything's wireless. The camera's wireless. Every power wireless. There's no cables involved. But yeah, we're just out here doing some good work, and you know, I appreciate you coming out. And
I'm glad to be here.
You creeped up on me. He creeped up on me. I'm walking, and he's just like, I'm like, yeah, what? Jesus, you're taller than I thought you were. But
now let's be fair. I came up behind you and shoulder rubbed you, and you were like.
Well, we are by the bathrooms right now, so that tells you anything. But it's really cool to see. Like, I mean, you've been following the channel for a while.
Yeah, I've been following your old channel and then your new channel.
Yeah.
And I really hope the generator doesn't blow out this audio.
I hope it doesn't either. I don't think it should be peaking out. Maybe now.
It's phone quality microphone. Yeah. But yeah, man, I've been following you since when did you make your first one? 2 years ago?
Yeah, I started streaming January of 2020 when I started to go sober from alcohol. And so now...
Yeah, that's right.
So I base how long I've been streaming on my sobriety, which is 2.5 years. So been streaming for that long, and that's why I started streaming, is to not drink, and so far it's working.
Yeah, and you actually inspired me to kind of get this whole rig set up in my YouTube channel and my streaming, which I have been neglecting.
Yeah,
but if you've been following anything, well, there's going to be a video to show up later, but I've been remodeling all of my bathroom. And it takes time.
It does, and you know, you got to take time out of your hobby life to attend to your personal life. And I lost track of that for almost a year while streaming. I completely neglected everything, and all my focus was streaming, was content creating, and that's when I had to go back to work. So I lost passion, and I lost passion and ideas because when you're out doing stuff, you find things that are everyday normal life that kind of make you think of what you want to talk about on stream, or like questions to ask people, or just something to talk about in general. But when you're stuck in your house,
that's when I dove really hard into politics.
And that happens, you know. But it's, you know, it's a lot of fun, and you know, you got to divide that. You got to divide that life. Unless you're making an absolute killing being a content creator, then you're literally living, breathing content creating, post stream work, pre-stream work. I mean, everything. And even as soon as you're done doing a stream, you're already thinking, all right, now what's next? Now what do I got to do? Even though it's not till the next day. But it's a full-time thing if you want to make it that, and it does take away from your personal life.
Yeah, I've been debating on getting my Dungeons & Dragons videos to just be a stream the one day, and then the next day be uploaded as a video. Just because, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm neglecting my streaming services too much.
We'll see, and that's why I'm trying to get back into streaming, and I'm focusing on doing it on Facebook only now.
Final answer.
Final answer, I swear. It's final answer. See, I almost forgot why he was asking that. No, it's final. It's, you know, I know, like my post said last night, Facebook has a lot of issues. We all know this. But Facebook allows, I like the fact, and always have liked the fact, Facebook allows you to share past stuff, upload videos, put statuses up, keep people informed when you're not streaming.
User-friendly.
Yeah, it's completely user-friendly. And with Twitch, you know, yeah, it's nice with the interactions while you're streaming, but once you're offline, you're offline. You're not producing anything.
Right.
You got to redirect people from your About Me section so they can go, oh, he's over on YouTube, he's got uploads. But you're hoping they click that link, and chances are they're not going to click that link.
I think they said 60% of people actually click the links.
Last I read a lot, when I read into depth in the article about Twitch and about how everything works, it was around like 50-60%. I mean, it's people aren't going to take time there on Twitch for one thing to find someone that is live streaming. Right. They're not going on Twitch. Well, who's not live? So whose clicks can I go link to go find something that they've uploaded last week? No, they don't want. They want to go as soon as you get on Twitch. Your only issue on Twitch is the fact you want to see a live streamer.
They want to yell racial slurs at somebody that they're doing.
Yeah, and you know, and hopefully find someone in a hot tub, which is stupid, by the way.
That's a whole category now.
Oh, I know, and that's a horrible decision. Same with the what's that?
ASMR.
Yeah, ASMR crap. It's I don't know. It's I don't know. I could go so far into that, but I'm not going to.
Maybe we'll do something separate later on, just to go into like YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, just comparing the three.
We could. I mean, I don't mind. I mean, hey, there are people out there that don't like me, and there are people that like me because they don't like me.
Well, I mean, I have a great skill. I can piss off at least one person a day, every day.
But yeah, it's Facebook. It's where I kind of want to keep everything at for now. Uh-oh, did we lose it?
No, it's still going. Okay. Oh. I was like, the screen went dark.
But yeah, that's where everything can be caught at for live streams, and like we were talking about the YouTube, about doing a live stream and upload that to YouTube. My plan is to do like short IO horror games.
Oh yeah,
and,
like,
I mean,
the operator, the dispatcher.
Dispatch,
yeah.
Which, wow, I mean, for a short game, that thing had me on my toes. I mean, IO has a lot of good. It's all indie style games, and I like those better because there's not so much. There's a lot of thought put into it, but it's not a dragged out storyline. And I mean, there are some of the games on there that they go really crazy with the graphics. You got to have a really good, which is nuts for like a small 30-minute game. I mean, you got the HDR lighting that's just fucking, it's off the roof. It looks real good,
right?
But you know, simple games, but they look really good, and the jump scares are there. But you know, but I plan on hopefully doing more uploads of horror games to the YouTube channel, and then trying to keep like, you know, Fortnite, you know, and games that are casual with others, like the live streams. That way, something to entertain people with, you know. But
Yeah, that's like, I know there's a game called Pacify somebody bought for me. I have yet to play it because I am fucking terrified of horror games. I would be probably the most entertaining person to watch because if I got a heart monitor, it's going to be peaking at 200 every time I do something.
I got a heart monitor and I wear that thing when I play some horror games, and it's some games, you know, especially if it's my first time playing them, it gets up there. Like, there's a recent horror game I played that, the fuck was it? The Beast Inside.
Beast Inside.
That was a really good game. That was a really good one.
I remember watching you play Silver Chains.
Silver, is that the one that had the face?
That was the one where you play as a child that died?
That one. That one was really good. The one where I had to peel the face off, there's a limit even for me. And when I had to throw that dog in the boiling pot of water, that was it. I mean, some people out there may be like, oh, that's kind of...
It's a Korean delicacy. Come on now.
Yeah, well, I'm an American delicacy, so what's up, ladies? I'm 33 years old, sorry.
Final answer?
Yeah, I'm 33.
33 going on 12.
But, yeah, it's, starting to rain a little bit, but,
Yeah. We'll catch up with you later. Maybe I'll figure something out. Yeah. But until then, where can people find you?
You guys can find me over on Facebook and YouTube, GhostOG87 on both of those. And come hang out on the stream, see what it's all about. Some nights it's really crazy. Some nights it's just me being bleh. But that's where you can find me, and I appreciate you taking the time, though.
Yeah, man, no problem. Well, thanks for the interview.
Man.
Hey, no problem.